What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fish Over Chicks Woodworking. My name is Peter, and today we are going to be building a side table. This is a super easy build, pretty straightforward, and the end product is really nice. I really like this build. As you can see here, the shop probably looks a lot better than it usually does. Me and John decided to step up our production game, so we poured some money into the set, and I think it looks amazing. So hopefully this video will look a lot better to you guys than the rest of them did. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start off with the cut list. So for the cut list of the frame, that's what we're going to be building first. You're going to need 4 of these pieces that are 38.5 inches long, and then they're an 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches. So that's easy. You can just rip them down from a 2x4 or 2x6 as I did. So you're going to need 4 of those at 38.5 inches. You're also going to need 4 of these at 37 inches. Again, 1.5 by 1.5. And then you're also going to need 4 of these smaller ones that are 9 inches long by 1.5 by 1.5. So you're going to need 4 of all 3 of these, and that's going to be for the frame. And we'll get some more wood for the top and the bottom shelf after we do the frame. So the first thing we're going to do is take all 4 of your 9-inch pieces, and you're going to drill 2 pocket holes in the top and 2 pocket holes on the bottom of just one side. And you're going to do that with all 4 pieces. I've got my pocket hole jig here. Obviously, I've already done that. So you're going to want to do that with all 4 of those. And then what we're going to do is take 2 of those and 2 of your 38.5-inch long pieces, and we're going to start making the frame. So this step is pretty straightforward. Basically, you're just making a rectangle. You're going to want to put these 2 smaller pieces in between the 2 longer pieces there, and we're just going to screw those right in on the edge there, and there, here, and here, and you're going to do that twice. Alright, so now you got one rectangle done, got your pocket screws there, looking good. So this is going to be one side there, and then you're just going to want to do that again, so then you have 2. These are going to be your 2 ends, so it's going to be just like that. So once you've got both of those framing pieces done, we are going to move on to the next step. So we're going to take those 37-inch pieces and work with those. So the first thing we're going to want to do with all 4 of the 37-inch pieces is drill pocket holes in the top and the bottom, just like we did for those smaller 9-inch pieces.
Two hours later.
Alright, so once you've got all 4 of those screwed in, you got those pocket holes in there. Now what we're going to do is connect these to these. Obviously, it's going to make a nice little frame there. So what we're going to want to do is find a place on your workbench that is not completely filled with glue like mine. Now we're going to take these 37-inch pieces, and we are going to connect right into the bottom corner there, and we're going to do it with every corner. Alright. Look at that. It's already looking like a side table, right? Flip it over, do the exact same thing. Alright, so we've got a frame. Kind of looks like a coffee table if you put it like this way, like a short coffee table. I kind of like it. Guys, we're switching the video. Here's how to build a short, square coffee table. Is it square? No, I don't think it's perfectly square, but it's pretty dang close. Anyways, there we have it, the frame. Beautiful, perfect size. I love it. So now we got to figure out what to do for the top. I think what I'm going to do first is route the edges with my round over bit, my router. We're just going to do slats going along like this, and we will probably round those as well to give it more of a farmhouse style. So let's get to routing. So this is done. It is rounded. Looks great. Feels nice. I'm not going to sand it until I get the top and bottom on it, just because there's no need to. So I'm going to cut up that 2x6, and I think I'm just going to do like 2.5-inch wide pieces, and I'm just going to place them all the way down. Maybe I'll do 1.5-inch wide, although I do want to round each piece. think it might look good with 1.5 inch, because everything else is 1.5 inch. And I can just rip down one side because it's already 1.5 inches thick. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a bunch of 1.5 inch thick pieces, and once I cut those up, I'll let you know how many I cut, so then you can also follow along. Alright guys, so I've got the slats for the bottom shelf and the top shelf. I ended up going 12 inches long by, as I said, 1.5 inches wide, and they are all 1/2 inch thick. So I ended up using a whole 2x6. So this is from a whole 2x6. I had a little bit left over, probably like 10 inches left over. But I got 55 of these, and I think that will be enough. I think there'll be, you know, maybe 1 or 2 extra. But I'm gonna probably end up using the majority of these. And what I'm going to do now is use the same 1/8 inch round over that I did on these legs, on these. So, got to go over and do 55 of these. Alright guys, so as you see, I've laid all of these pieces down. I've rounded all the edges. So on the bottom piece here, I'm going to have 27 of these. And keep in mind, 2 of them are actually smaller. 2 of them are only 9 inches long instead of 12 inches long. Because those are going to go in between these 2 bars right here. So those are at 9 inches. They go right there. So on the top level, obviously all of them will be 12 inches long. So you're going to want 27 on the top and 27 on the bottom. So quick math, that is 54. So you're going to want 54. And as I said, I cut 55. So I had 1 left over. So that was perfect. Alright guys, that's going to do it. The final product is pretty nice. I like it. Obviously, like I said, a little bit too tall for my liking, but I think I'll be able to find a place for it. If not, I'll sell it. Definitely a nice farmhouse style, and I will definitely make it again sometime, just a little bit shorter. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. We got hats now, hats on the website. If you guys are interested, go to fishoverchicks.com and pick up some merch if you want. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.